welcome to the Expansive Vodcast. We're actually here on site today, and we're here in Thirsty Meeples. We've got these wonderful people have let us in for the day. We've got Jason and John. So hello.
Hello.
And thank you for having us.
You're very welcome. It's very kind of you. You don't know. They don't know us. It's fantastic.
So what we're going to do is we're going to have a quick go at. Obviously, it's not a computer game that we're looking at, which is quite different from what you've normally seen on the podcast. But as we're very open to all sorts of games and experiences like that, then this is just the natural thing to go and do. Very social. It's all very good.
Let's bring it back to the basics.
Yeah, back to basics, and this is what games are fundamentally from anyway. So what we'll do is we've got this wonderful game called Battle Sheep, and Dave and I have never played it. So
it's only been out a week.
Only been out a week.
Yep.
Wow. But yeah, well, should we have a go at the game? And So how do we play this then?
Okay, so in Battle Sheep, what you've got is each player has 16 sheep. If you look through, they're all different pictures.
Yeah, I don't be out sheep.
The important thing is all the sheep in your stacks are the same colour. Now, at the very beginning of the game, you're going to have one big stack of sheep.
Yep.
We will in a second when we get started with the game. We'll take it in turns to play these tiles out to kind of create a playing area. But the fundamental concept of the game is you will have a stack of sheep on the board. On your turn, what you get to do is you pick up as many of those sheep as you like and you move them in a straight line. So if you've ever played the Zelda games, you know, you've got the ice puzzles where you push the block slides until it hits the end of something or until it hits something else. Well, the sheep move just like that. So if you wanted to move the sheep, say this many, they could move in a straight line to the end.
Okay.
But what they can't do is just stop anywhere. They have to go to an end.
Right.
If there are already sheep there, so let's say you had a white sheep here, well then they'd stop there.
Right. Okay.
The game ends when no one can make any more moves. If you personally can't make any moves, well, you're just going to sit out and watch the rest of the game. So you don't want to get caught out. You don't want to get blocked in to any locations. At the end of the game, once you finish moving your sheep around, very simply, whoever has the most individual tiles covered in their sheep is the winner. So obviously we all have 16 sheep on the board, but who can cover the most tiles with individual sheep?
Yeah,
that's going to be the winner.
Okay.
This could be interesting. So there's a tactical thing there then of how many you move at once as well.
Because
exactly that, yeah. So very specifically with the movement, when you move sheep, you can move any number of sheep from one stack, but you must leave at least one sheep behind.
So a bit like Risk in that sense.
Yes, exactly that. Yeah, see, you can't just abandon an area. Not that you ever really want to.
Yeah.
Cool.
I should be quite good at this. I'm known as the black sheep of my family. So,
really?
Yeah.
I've got ideal.
I have a black sheep. Yeah, that is. We know. Saw me coming.
I'm not known as the blue sheep, but
the blue sheep of the family.
Yeah.
The warped one.
So how do we start then? So
the game starts with, we've got no real playing area. The game starts with one player takes a tile, just plays it. The next player takes a tile and adds it however they like, as long as there's at least one kind of face-to-face connection, it's absolutely fine. We can have holes, we can have bits sticking out, that's fine, but one of the really neat things with the game is you get a different playing area each time you play, depending on how the different players choose to build the map around yourself.
So for me.
Yeah.
It's kind of a speedy version of Carcass.
Does someone come round and do you get like a person that comes around and goes, oh, by the way, we've got this new game, and just gives you like with mobile phone companies, they get someone come around and go, oh yeah, by the way, this phone does this. It's also got the plasma screen TV involved in it.
Certainly to a degree. That's my role within the cafe. People come in just wanting to play new games. I know a lot of the games around here, and I can point people in the right direction for sort of things they haven't tried before. But I think some of the publishers do send out
representatives
to showcase their games. But
half paying attention.
That's right. You can't do two things at once.
It's true.
You are man.
Yeah. So the idea is that lots more games out there. People are either don't know about them or they're kind of fearful of learning the rule books and things. So the idea of the game guru is that people like hop right into a game.
Game guru.
Yeah, that's his job title.
GG. So it gives a hip hop. No one in hip hop is called GG. If you are, you're a terrible hip hop artist.
Open opportunity there.
I'm just making it closer to me just because I'm
'Cause
just
that's-
lazy.
That's right. I think for your first playthrough, trying to place them strategically will be quite ambitious anyway.
So you have to have a
So, placement. We take it in turns, so that John's jumped the gun slightly.
Actually, one of the
John.
the starting condition is who lays their pieces
Oh,
first
okay.
gets to go first. So,
Oh, right.
only I knew that. So
Oh, hero.
Yeah, so the only catch is it must be on an empty space touching the board edge.
Okay.
So just choose one
This-
location on the board edge, put all of your sheep there. Boom. Cool. So, John, as you laid first?
okay. So
So you played this a lot already?
we have. We like to
Um,
win.
John's
Come
beaten me a lot.
Yeah.
You want to watch him?
Yeah. Although my 7-year-old son, he can beat me now.
So I'd strongly recommend you block him. That's a
Pick on me.
wise choice.
Is it? Are we going? Okay.
Yeah.
Keeping it simple. I don't know how many to take.
I knew you'd do that, you Judas.
Dear me.
So I've seen on the interweb that you have Game of Thrones on one of your games to like sort of buy or sell or all that sort of stuff. Is there a part in that game where you pick up a card and there has to be like some kind of fellatio or sex or some kind of thing happening like that?
Not that I'm aware of.
I'm just bringing it out there. I mean,
Just to check.
how true is it to? Is it more true to the book or to the TV series?
As someone that's not read the books, I'm not sure.
Okay,
Is winter coming in any of them? Or?
That is something.
that's pretty much what I asked.
See,
See,
it's not working.
So I'm trying to keep it family friendly. I do apologise.
But we haven't come across that card yet.
No.
Not yet.
We'll keep an eye on it.
Good choice of words.
Yeah.
I just seem to be giving grief over here. I don't know.
So you had a chance to block me then.
Oh, hang on! I haven't taken it off. Is this like chess? Oh, I haven't let go.
There.
Oh!
Yeah. See this?
See? Oh,
Oh, I see.
boom! Although I've used way too many with the. Okay,
It'll be fine.
so he's going to attack me now. He's like, oh, okay, yeah.
That's how
I'm
it
going to
is.
play that game.
So whilst they're squabbling over there, we can just capitalise on these
It's a
ugly
beard thing.
postures.
It's a beard thing. So I have beard envy right now.
I don't know. So how long have you guys been running it?
So we're almost up to our year birthday. So we opened up in end of July last year. So yeah,
Happy
this is our
birthday.
first year.
Yeah.
Thank you. Yes.
Thank you.
Yeah.
So you're having a celebration?
Well, we keep talking about it and we keep shying away from it. We may do a staff little thing, but
It's a great promotion at all. As marketing goes, like 1 year birthday is like, we've lasted a year, people. No one thought we could.
we just can't think of a good idea what to do.
I think one of the main things we're looking at doing is maybe a sale on the games. So run a promotion on just a whole selection of games in the shop. But yeah, that's one thing we've considered.
Yeah, but having hats and whistles and we don't know, but maybe we'll see.
Cool.
Who's goes outfit though?
Is it mine? So how can I now start?
Scupper.
Yeah. Well,
Interesting.
Mm.
Not what I
Interesting
would've done,
indeed.
no, yeah.
Good.
I suppose at least you can take over those
Yeah, they're
in the
mine.
corners.
He's not having it.
Those are yours.
Yeah.
I'm not going to do much else, but. What's
Oh,
this?
look at you.
No.
Oh.
Am I rocking the boat?
We used to be friends.
Just look at it.
I'm doing well here. I've lifted this. I believe. I think.
Oh, that's even worse. I can't believe you gave me one.
Bring it up the rear.
Move.
Nice, nice. Okay.
Just letting us win.
Okay. Is it my game now?
Yeah.
Ooh. Getting tactics in here. I've got to get him out, haven't I? Otherwise he's going to... Oh, I see, I'm going to leave. Oh, hang on.
Yeah.
I'm scupping here.
Which one are you
I'm
going to
scupping.
save?
Well, I suppose.
Tricky.
Well, that one because there's more. Oh no, because that's
Well,
gonna.
technically, that one because that will give you at least one more move, won't it?
That's it. If you move this guy,
He's going to.
I'm gonna get scupped.
yeah,
Okay.
actually, no one can block you in on this space. No one can just move to there. So
No one can.
So that one.
Yeah, that one's
I
actually the
suppose-
safer option because no one can finish their move there, apart from you.
So
Why
probably
are we
that.
helping him?
I don't know.
Yeah.
No.
Because we're friendly.
See, I've blocked him in, and now it's all like sort
It's all gone.
So when we win,
That's like someone goes there.
You want shot again?
Yeah.
should probably do something here.
Diversify.
Oh, just one. Don't want to get greedy.
So here's my go now.
So I've just lost about like sort of most my my sheep there.
But they're all yours, you know, you can take comfort in that. That's your little thing.
That's my sold me up
But
in
you can
here.
only take so long before John sort of
Yeah.
cuts you off.
Yeah, but you've only got 2 to play with.
Yeah, but one move there, and it's just a bit painful. Yeah. Okay.
You say that, but you're helping me out, and I'm trying. I know he's got.
Well, we're not competing for any spaces, so it's in my interest to make sure John loses.
There is this. Yeah.
Yeah, move that one.
No. Oh.
Do you? Or do you?
So how many games have you got now? Because on your site it says 1,700.
Yeah, but we have lost count a little bit now. We're trying
Closer
to.
to 2,000,
yeah.
I think, yeah.
Over
But
2,000.
every week in the UK, there's about between 5 and 10 new games come out, and we try and add new ones to the collection all the time. So we've got like a section over here just called like new releases. So if people come here regularly, just want to play the latest stuff, it's there.
Yeah.
So what we want to do, because we sell games as well, we want to make sure that people can have a proper look at the game, play them, and then decide if they want to buy them or not. Because a lot of these games are big investments, so people kind of want to know what they're getting before they spend the money on them.
Have you got like an uber expensive game? Like what's your most expensive like?
Probably Twilight Imperium. I don't know if you've heard of that. It's kind of quite
Is
a
it-
legendary game because it's just you're kind of conquering galaxies and universes, and it's kind of an involved
it's
game.
quite a serious.
Huge box. I think it retails about
Is that
£70.
related to the old RPG Twilight?
Could be. I don't know.
I'm trying to think. Twilight 2000 used to be back in the day of role playing. I used to find myself playing that bit.
The game itself would take like 5 or 6 hours to play. It's like a
Mm.
whole day sort of game. It doesn't come out very
Oh,
often.
Longer, actually, yeah. Some people might set aside an entire weekend.
Well,
Or come back to it across a couple of days, a couple of evenings.
And a lot of these games have expansions as well, so there are expansions to that game, and so kind of keep it.
It's weird to think that. I mean, that Expansive is originally a DLC, a download content thing. It's weird to think you can physically download content. Do you know what I mean? Like get the expansion
go
pack.
buy an extra
Yeah.
bit.
Like there's like a guitar thing here, and one of them is there we go, Explorers and Pirates. That's an expansion pack for a board game, which is an odd concept for me. I don't know. Obviously not for you guys because
But it would have been there before computer games, though. Think about it. So the whole concept of DLC is kind of stolen from board games in that sense.
Particularly for computer games, you'd be looking back to the original Dungeons and Dragons. That was originally a box, and then you buy the supplements to play the individual adventures.
Yeah.
Which is actually even closer to the sorts of downloads that you get for computer games. Extra maps for Halo or something, or extra maps for Dungeons and Dragons.
yeah.
1986 that came out, so it's been around for a while.
I was born then.
So it's
Whose go is it now? I was John.
Oh, mine? Oh.
yeah, it's usually just if we're waiting. It's usually,
Oh,
Doesn't matter.
that's right. But
This is where we have to speed up these segments. Churning 10 hours later.
Sure, go now.
Yeah, it's my go. I'm still thinking. Yeah.
don't try and make up questions just so you can have a little bit more time for your tactical play.
Have you
made a
got
huge
any?
mistake in my last go, and you didn't manage to punch me.
Oh no, I should have carried on with my manoeuvre. Have you got any particular favourites of your own here that you play? What are your favourite titles?
You go first, I think.
Sure, yeah. So, game I really enjoy is a game called Robinson Crusoe, which is it's a cooperative game.
Yeah.
You're on a desert island, and not only do you have to try and not die from the various dangers on the island, sort of wild animals attacking you, cannibals coming for you, that kind of thing. You also need to make sure you don't run out of food, you don't get too cold, you need to build a shelter.
Wow.
It's a really hard game. It's really hard just to finish. Regardless of completing the objective, sometimes you just like each turn something bad happens. You flip over a card, it might be trees falling through the shelter, lose a life.
It's fabulous.
Which sometimes just kills everyone. It's a tough game. It's quite. It actually takes a very long time to play as well. So it can be quite frustrating if you lose, but it's very satisfying to beat the game. Very satisfying.
So is that a multiplayer thing, or is that just?
Yeah, it goes up to 4 player, and you really have to work together. You can't sort of worry too much about your character. Sometimes you just have to take the hit for the team. Sort of accept that you're not going to win tonight.
Sounds good.
I'll sleep outside. Don't worry about me. But let's get this built. That kind of thing. It's quite
sleep
a tough
outside. That's quite a
not in the game, obviously. Not in real life.
Oh, right, okay. I'm gonna say that is some commitment right there.
Yeah, not quite that severe, but it's. And that's a personal favourite of mine. It's certainly not everyone's taste. It's quite emotionally draining.
Yeah.
Just sat there for hours playing this game.
I lost my monkey.
Bitten by a snake. Right at the end.
No,
I'm going to get off the island next turn.
That sounds really cool. How about you, John?
So for me, I'm going to choose Hive, which is just over there, and I can't see it on the camera.
Yeah.
Because, well, A, it's a fantastic 2-player game. You have a set of pieces each, and you're like insects, and you're trying to surround the other person's queen bee. And each of the insects moves in a different way. It's like you do like a chess set. So it's a really good 2-player tactical kind of warfare sort of game. It's also available online, so you can play it on Steam or on Android or whatever. And the reason I'm also choosing it is a plug, because on the 11th of August we've got the designer here for the night, and we're going to have our first sort of like championship for Hive, so people can come along, they can compete. He's making a trophy for us, and he's going to like give an award and sort of some other prizes.
So on that day, you'll be a hive of energy.
Oh,
very good. Yes.
I got a pun in this.
I'm glad I brought you in.
Made the best.
Is that even a phrase? A hive of energy.
It is now.
It is now.
Yeah.
Busy.
Hive.
if you say it, it will be.
Yeah.
Yeah. For hive of energy.
Believe in yourself.
Isn't it Hive of Activity?
That's the one I was looking for.
We know what you meant.
Is it? Whose go is it? Is it mine?
I think it's John.
Oh, probably mine.
Yeah.
Well, I can do one reason.
Oh no. Run out of sheep.
Yeah.
Oh.
Who's this guy? Just came from.
I've got all my mates over there, so you will clean house over here. You know.
This is rest.
Although Neil's coming up.
I don't seem to have that many spaces.
Neither do I. I've got 1, 2, 3, 4. This is tricky.
You've only got one move, haven't you?
Oh,
you've got over there.
Yeah, I can go here or here with this guy. It's I don't want to get cut off, but I don't think I have that many choices. Yeah. I don't know.
The little animations.
You let go.
No, I took it back. I took it back.
Little animations on the things.
Animations?
What do you call it?
Pictures?
Pictures.
Yes.
Yeah.
They're
Characters.
static.
You're static.
Background.
No, there's moving ones.
Yeah.
Look at that.
Yeah.
There's your animation.
That might have been the beer. I don't
So
know.
my son calls that the wolf sheep. That's his favourite one.
Oh shit! They all look like it looked like they were drawn by the same person that did all the Aladdin cartoons.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Okay.
They've got like the face of.
Yeah, I know what you mean.
They all look like when the genie turns into a sheep in Aladdin.
Did you watch that religiously?
Like recently, in fact.
recently.
No. No. But yeah, I did used to watch it religiously. No more freebies.
Every Sunday. So, who's going? Is it John again?
No.
It's John's go.
Okay, so yeah, I'll go after you, don't I?
I'm losing track as well.
I don't know where to go. There.
So, if someone wants to come and play a game here, what do they need to do? Can they just turn up? Or?
Yep, so we're open 11 a.m. in the morning till midnight, Monday to Friday, and then 9 a.m. till midnight the weekends, although we close early on Sunday at 11. And there's a cover charge, so it's $3.50 for a person to come and play the games, and then generally people can stay for as long as they like, play as many games as they like. At the weekends or some evenings we get really, really busy, so we do like restrict the time to 3 hours, but it just depends how busy we are as to how much, we kind of have to enforce that.
Yeah.
It wasn't the model we wanted. We wanted people to always stay as long as they like, but it's just the demand has been, so phenomenal at the weekends. We just had to do that, otherwise with a huge waiting list, and we just couldn't get everybody in. So.
You're well placed, I think, in Oxford. It's a good square to be on here.
Yeah.
So yeah, I think.
What have you got next door to this?
So next door is Noodle Nation, so it's like long-established Chinese restaurant, and then next door it's the like a charity shop. So,
So there's a chance for that to close down.
Yes, well they want to notice that if we decide to expand, but it's just when we feel ready enough to do that.
Yeah. Somewhere else to put all the games.
Yeah. Yes. Do you have fun? Do you have trouble making money because you've got have you got like a need to constantly buy more games to make sure that you are like sort of always going to be the first ever board game people have got to be on the ball? So do you find it like sort of like a
I know people say, why is there a cover charge? I mean, the cover charge pays for people like Jason to teach the games, but also pays for us to make sure we've got the latest games here as well. So that's kind of what the deal is. It's like when you go to cinema, you want to see the latest movies. That's why you pay the money to see them. And so it's the same deal. It's like, we reinvest that money in the games.
So I brought my family here a couple of months ago, and I felt that it was really good because obviously games are quite expensive, and some of the board games are £40-50 and upwards. And it's a good way of being able to see whether your kids or you yourself actually enjoy playing that particular game. So I like the concept's really, really good from that point of view. And obviously it's really nice because you've got a cafe that's right there as well, so you get waited at the table as well. So it's the ideal board game
scenario.
Yeah, it's ideal.
How much was that Twilight game?
£69-70.
Oh, right, it's not okay. I thought it was going to be like sort of like hundreds and stuff.
No, we don't have any of that expensive.
Rare game.
I mean,
sometimes games when they get featured on particularly prominent review shows, the games can become incredibly popular and just sell out, and then the second-hand market for those games can reach staggering amounts. So Betrayal at House on the Hill is a great example. I think the RRP on the game is about £40. As soon as it was featured on one particular YouTube channel, it instantly jumped to about 65.
Yeah.
And then the next day it was 75, 85, and I think now it goes for probably 150 a copy.
Wow.
Yeah.
We're still waiting for a reprint of the game.
Coming back next month.
Next month.
Yeah.
It's always next month.
Yeah.
Everything's next month.
It's like Ed Byrne with Farming Simulator. As soon as Ed Byrne mentioned this game, Farming, was it
on iOS as well?
Yeah. It just like sort of, that was it. They sold out those different places because Ed Byrne said it.
Crazy.
Have you got that one that the bird from the bird? I can't believe that.
Did you
the
really
lady
say
person?
The lady?
Just the lady. There's no need for you to go so in depth. That was on Dragon's Den, the taxi one.
No, I don't know about this one.
Sure.
That was there was a woman that was on there. Was a taxi driver in London, and she was on Dragon's Den. Came up with this idea for a board game.
Monopoly. Was it Monopoly, but for taxis?
It was something like that. It was something like that, and she sold it. And it's like it's got different versions. It's like Monopoly America, not Monopoly Chicago, but she's got her own thing. I think it's like Taxi Woman, Taxi Woman, Dragon's Den type person. Taxi driver. You looking at me? We don't want to do that in Dragon's Den.
Yeah, did it start getting a bit heated in Dragon's Den at that point? Yeah. You're talking to.
There was another game on Dragon's Den called Pocket, which I know is a bit of a dodgy title, but we've now been given a copy of that, and that's really good fun. So you're kind of trying to get wooden pucks from one side of the board to the
other. It's not the Thailand place. That's Phuket.
Yeah, Phuket.
Phuket.
Is that how it's pronounced?
That is.
Whose go was it?
Probably mine.
Okay. This is great.
He's done very well. So he's complaining that I blocked him in. I get blocked in.
He's not got that many spaces left for the number of pieces, but
look at the stacks. Like, he's only going to have like one or two left.
He's been cheating again. Classic champ.
Whilst we weren't paying attention. Not paying attention.
Just shoving the things around a little bit while we were looking.
Do you ever get like sort of festive? Is it my go?
It is.
Oh.
It's the black sheep.
I'm done. Yeah.
Yeah, no one moves.
Oh, I've got to stop there. Forgetting the rules.
Do you ever like heated gamers, like sort of board game people? Like, you know, when it's Christmas time, you get the Monopoly out and you end up stabbing your brother with a fork.
Do you actually?
Not so much. I think that's something I've been quite surprised by. It's just how, I guess, people that are going to go out of their way to go to a place to play games tend to be sort of just looking to enjoy the games more so than be really competitive and win. That said, we do have a tournament every week, so I guess people that want to channel that competitive energy have got a place to do so.
So with the tournaments, the particular games that you run in those tournaments, or do you change it every week?
Yeah, so it changes every week. So it's every Monday 7 o'clock, and it sort of follows one or two criteria. It's either going to be one game. So this week, so after the weekend, we've got Dominion. So it'll be one game, Dominion, which is a very, very popular game. Other weeks we'll choose a theme of games, so it might be all the games are dexterity games or all the games are abstract games. When we do that, what we do is just select some games that are very, very quick and easy to learn, and we'll try and go for games that people wouldn't have played much before, so that everyone's on an equal footing of not really knowing what they're doing with the game, but still knowing how to play it. And at the end of the evening we sort of give out prizes, and we do have a bragging board as well. We've got a list of all the winners up on
that way. We did have near
the entrance. But yeah, so there is always that opportunity. Someone that wants that real competition can come in and sort of try themselves against some other players.
So probably my go as well.
It is, yeah.
Talking of competition, do you have any particular competition as a shop or as a cafe, as a business in Oxford or local area?
Not in Oxford. I mean, there is there are other places that sell board games in Oxford, but in terms of the cafe, the board games, then no, we aren't.
Yeah,
no one's going to pop into Smith's nowadays.
No.
It's too expensive. Woolworths, that's what used to sell.
Is it your go and you can't move? That's it?
Yeah, that's it. I'm out.
Okay. Yeah, have some of that.
Oh yeah, because he's got it fine. Are you going to win? Is he going to win this?
You block him in now. Block him in.
Block him in. Block him in.
I wasn't looking at that.
Good move.
Team Thirsty. Help each other out.
So how many are we now? It looks like John's won.
It's great.
You still got me as.
Oh yeah. Oh right.
Yeah.
Making sure I don't block myself.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
Cool. So
Who's the winner?
They just count up.
yeah, we count up the
Count
spaces.
that way. I'm pretty sure I've lost.
I have to point at him.
I was at the game very early. I'm pretty sure I didn't win.
So
Did you win? Did he win?
I've got 12.
What do you have?
I counted them up now. I forgot.
1, 2, 3, 4.
Yeah,
You just take off
15.
chips and see how many
I've got 14. You've got 14.
Seems easier.
Have I really got 14?
You've got 14.
2, 4, 6, 8, 10. Yeah.
You literally used all bar 1.
So it should be 15.
Bar 1. Look at this sheet.
Nice.
Did you?
Just happened.
Good. Yeah, I got 14.
You've got 14. You should have
6,
15.
8, 10, 12, 14, 15.
You are the winner.
You're the winner, Neil.
Whoa!
That's it. You are a clean sheet.
I win. Oh. Stupid
game.
I just didn't finish. But yes, I win. Thank you.
Congratulations.
Thank you very much.
Being dethroned as the.
How do you feel, John?
Slightly distraught, but yeah.
It's a bitter.
I wasn't
taste from
I
your
wasn't
mouth.
giving my full concentration in the questions. It was.
No, well, this is true. This is true.
It wasn't true conditions.
It does make it quite difficult when you have to do two things at once. So, well, yeah, thank you very much for your time. It's been an absolute pleasure seeing you. So you've got an open event, you said, the 11th of August.
Yeah, so this is the Hive tournament. So the designer, John Yarni.
I'm still not sure.
We're not sure his last name, but we can figure it out. But yeah, so he's coming down to be here to compare the event.
Be here, sorry, that's got your problem there. Be Hive. So, no, it's too early for that. And You say you've got a birthday coming up,
Yep.
but you're not sure whether you're going to do anything special. for
We're
that.
still not sure. We are still thinking.
Have you got hats in at least? I mean, you'll be ready. No?
Hats. It would just hand them out to people as they walk past.
Yeah. Get a stripper in from like Monopoly.
stripper?
Monopoly stripper.
Oh, okay.
Like, sort of- yeah.
It's a
It's a birthday.
Oh, true.
Not when, I was going to say it's the first birthday, but I never had a stripper at my first birthday, so
No,
I might have done it. It was the 80s. It was a dark time.
you never know. You never know. Well, yeah. Thank you very much
Great.
for having
Thank
us.
you.
Thank you very much. Cheers.
Thank you. Bye. Yeah, I got. It's one of those when you're recording a video and people do that.
Oh, you are.